Hey guys, what is up? It is your friend Everybody was here back again with another Isaac hardcore run. We're going with Judas. Sorry, let me readjust my microphone. Alright, so there is the seed, and let's go. As usual, beginning with Judas because, or doing Judas as early as possible because I don't want to lose a file that I've committed a lot of time to Judas getting sniped by a champion, which didn't happen until the last file. But that's okay. Let's move along. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do things. I'm ready to do things. I'm ready to play video games. Let's get into it. Monstro, double Monstro. So double Monstro, I've talked about a lot in basically saying that like he's probably the hardest version of Monstro. I don't entirely believe that in the situation that you deal a buttload of damage, because he dies way faster than single Monstro ever could. Woof. 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 Yeah, let's go back. This might be a mistake, but I'm gonna expend one of these two Spirit Hearts that I have to check out what's going on in here. And, well, that went pretty much as bad as you could expect. Alright, Goathead's not bad. Because it was specifically Goathead. Alright, let's shoot the poop. Because it was specifically Goathead, because it was specifically an item inside the fire, I had to expend additional hit points for it. Woo! Capricorn. Alright, this run's looking real good. So Capricorn is sick. This is the best all stats up, in my opinion. Better than Magic Mush? Maybe. I don't know. It's so good, though. So, it doesn't give you a damage multiplier. However, it does give you 0.5 damage, which is higher than all the other all stats ups, including Magic Mush, kind of. I mean, Magic Mushroom, of course, gives you a multiplier, which is not really comparable to the additional damage up from Capricorn, yeah. But what Capricorn does give you that is explicitly better than Magic Mush is the fact that you get a tier delay down. It's a tier delay -1 specifically. But the thing that's so sweet about that is that when compared to Magic Mush actually doesn't give you any tiers up at all. Like, your tier rate stays identical with Magic Mush, which generally isn't a huge deal because of the extra damage you're dealing, but I think when it boils down to it, it basically, I don't know. I feel very strongly that Capricorn is very good as an item. I mean, it gives you everything. Like, what does it not give you? I don't know. Alright, you're a butthole. So fortunately, because we have, you know, Goathead or Book of Belial, I mean, we have both, but either one would have done it, but we get to access our, the devil, 100% of the time. Sure, let's grab both these and see what's up. I'm gonna take Rotten Baby and just leave the other two, because we do get deals with the devil on every floor. So I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother with grabbing not very exciting items from deals. I do definitely want Rotten Baby though. This item is sick. I really like Rotten Baby. I think it's a very good familiar. Thank you for the bonus key. Unicorn Stump. Now that's interesting. So, So let's roll with Book of Belial for a little bit. So Unicorn Stump is very interesting. Oh god, I'm an idiot. It's very interesting. The thing is, Book of Belial gives us a nice damage up, which Unicorn Stump, of course, does not give. And the damage up is more than just, you know, oh, it makes our tiers better. It also makes the flies better, which is definitely relevant. But we don't need Book of Belial for the Goathead effect. which is making me consider Unicorn Stump, just because... it's making me consider Unicorn Stump just because Unicorn Stump has so many sick synergies. Specifically, if you have Unicorn Stump and Midas Touch, of course, is one of the best synergies. Midas Touch, if you don't know, is basically, it deals a large amount of damage to enemies based on your amount of coins when you collide with them, when you touch them. Oh, your rockets are in the basement. The Midas Touch, once it kills an enemy, it will turn them to gold, and then that gold can be broken, oh god, for money. And it kind of just fuels itself. The only downside to Midas Touch is that most of the time, you're taking damage to make it work. However, if you have Unicorn Stump, you actually just like insta-gib every enemy in the game and just run through the game real hard. It's a very, very powerful synergy. I might have had it in a breaking run before, I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I think I did. I think I had Midas Touch, Mom's Knife, Unicorn Stump, which is, of course, the granddaddy of synergy, so it was pretty cool. So that's my main thing for considering Unicorn Stump, is the fact that we don't need Book of Belial, and the potential for synergy is sick. And also, you have to remember that Unicorn Stump also makes the curse rooms essentially half as expensive, because one of the ways you can, on one of the directions you can save the hit, whether in or out, or both sometimes. If it has enemies in it, it can be both. Bombs are key is actually fine. I mean, there's other ways to make the curse room pretty good. PhD. Well, alright. Let's look for our secret room, which I believe can only be in one spot, which is on the left of this room. Let me double check. Bottom, yeah, checks out, and this one checks out. Okay. I believe this is true. Okay. It's nice, but it's not what I wanted. I guess we can expend our last bomb and buy PhD? That seems good. Bombs are easy to come by. I'm not worried about bombs. In fact, if I want to, I can get that bomb for free, which I think I'll do. PhD, and you'll give me a pill. Explosive diarrhea. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll with Unicorn Stump. The lack of damage is pretty dramatic. I'll admit that. But I think with Capricorn, if we didn't have Capricorn, I don't think I'd be making this decision at all. Like not even a little bit. But with Capricorn, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this choice. Alright, Mr. Wrath. Any day now you wanna just cooperate, thanks. That's still not quite cooperating. Alright, so now we can blip. Sure. Yeah, that's a lot better, actually. So, unfortunately, Unicorn Stump, it has the biggest, the biggest downside of Unicorn Stump is pretty easily visible in that you can't actually attack when you have the Unicorn Stump active, meaning that it doesn't really do anything in most rooms. However, some rooms it can matter. And, as stated before, if we get the synergy items, then we just kind of win. So, I'm okay with this choice. It gives us more play, and it potentially can just win the run. But alright. Oh yeah, so there's some cool stuff happening in the world of Dota right now. And by happening, I mean, you know, stated, it has been stated what is going to happen. It's been announced, basically. It's, so it's really cool. Basically, if you don't follow CSGO, which I don't, so forgive me if this is wrong, but, I believe the way CSGO works is that it's kind of like a league sort of situation, where the main tournaments, if you're part of the main tournaments, you basically are limited on the amount of, like, trades that you can do, like, you know, the teams, changing players around and stuff like that. You're limited, right? Sure, and then donate. Alright. And that's a good thing, because if you're not limited, then you have issues like what happened to Dota 2 earlier this year, and I guess a little bit in late last year, where it was like 99% of Dota-related news was just, what are the teams? And people were just swapping around like crazy. And it made a lot of teams bad. I don't know. That might not be entirely accurate, but it caused an issue where, oh god, please stop giving me these shitty familiars. It caused an issue where essentially, like, teams were just, oh, we're performing bad, disband. All right, see ya. You know, like, instead of being like, hey, let's work together and figure this shit out. And it made a lot of people a little bit upset. A lot of spectators and stuff probably got a lot more upset than they really should have, but you know, it's not a good thing to have roster shuffles constantly. So Dota's implementing that, as well as, you know, the International, which is the highest paying single esports event every year that it's happened. Like $10 million or something last year was the prize pool. That is still going to exist. It's still going to be TI in the summer, but it's also going to be a series of tournaments. There will be 4 tournaments per year. And they'll all kind of... It's kind of like the... I don't want to call it the League of Legends approach, because, you know, League of Legends has the LCS, which is essentially just their own league, run by Riot. And it's a lot more restrictive than Dota 2 is going to be, but it's a similar-ish thing. Like, LCS doesn't allow you to play in other tournaments. You just can only play in the LCS. With Dota, it's not going to be restrictive like that at all. The only thing that matters is that if you want to be a part of this main league, then you basically have to have, like, a consistent roster, you know? There will be trades and stuff, and there will be trading seasons and stuff. It's basically going to be like real sports, which is sweet. Except that, again, you're not limited to only doing the one league. So, it'll be cool. I'm excited for it. Hell yeah, let's take Antigrav. I do need an actual Tears Up, but that's fine. Our tiers are very high. And the reason I say that I need an actual Tears Up is because I have a bunch of tier delay down, but actually no Tears Up at all. So this is literally just base tier rate with tier delay -3, I want to say. I think that's right. Okay, what do we got? Sure. And sure. Sure. That's awesome. This is a single Tears Up pill? Yeah, so tier delay down items are pretty incredible. Yeah, so some other stuff that's exciting that was in the same announcement to that thing is that the patch has been 100% confirmed for next week. The major balance change, 100% confirmed for next week. Which means probably Thursday. It's almost always on Thursdays. But that's super cool because that means no more ha 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 shrapnel. Probably. I don't know. Maybe Ice Frog's gonna have the world's most elaborate troll where he actually buffs troll and sniper. That'd be actually fucking so good. It's like, oh, major balance change, haha, and then go revert to the 682 comeback mechanic, and then buff troll and sniper. This was the Dota I've always dreamed of, guys. Alright. Monster 2 down. Squeezy's awesome. That will cap us on HP and increase our tier rate a bunch. Woo! Woo! Ceremonial Robes is sick. Item is so sweet. I mean, you know, in this situation, it's almost explicitly just a 1.0 damage up, but 1.0 damage up is pretty sweet right now, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm super excited for Dota in the coming weeks. I'm so incredibly excited, actually. Okay, that's not creep. Damn it. Well, Jesus. All right. Sure. Let's roll with Explosive Diarrhea instead of the Magician card. I don't think either is really good, but let's do this. Yes. So Knights normally are a pain in the dick, but fortunately, Antigrav Tears don't care. Alright. You know what, fuck it. The Devil. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. It's Book of Belial active. Oh yeah, also something else that I guess I forgot to mention about the Dota stuff in the coming weeks is that what's also sweet is that the compendium for TI5 is going to be released next week as well, along with the balance patch, which is sick because everybody loves hats, including me, especially me. Let's be real. I have an absolute insatiable hunger for digital hats. And the compendium is the way that TI got to $10 million in prize pool, because it's essentially crowd funded. And there were a lot of people. I've talked a lot. I kind of want to use the word debated, but at the same time I don't think it's fully representative. But I've talked to people a lot who, you know, play League or Dota or both, and just, you know, pick their brain about stuff. Because I like to maintain an open understanding of things people enjoy and not be like, duh, you like League of Legends, you're a butthole. You know, that's just dumb. But one thing that was common among a few people that I talked to who play League of Legends and not Dota is that they thought it was silly that the prize pool for Dota is like crowdfunded. It's like a Kickstarter. I just don't get that. I don't get how that's silly or anything. I think that's fucking genius. I think the guy who came up with that shit at Valve is currently like he immediately got promoted to fucking I don't even know. It's like, alright, you're allowed to retire. We'll just pay you for the rest of your life. You've earned us $7 trillion. Thanks, bud. He's just fine, I guess. Whatever. But it was surprisingly common that the League players I talked to were like, it's dumb. I guess they didn't explicitly say it was dumb. They said it was silly. Well, one said it was silly. The other was like, I don't get it. I don't have money. All right, see. Yeah, and I just don't get how it's, you know, silly or whatever. It seems incredibly smart to me. Mr. Mega. Sure. And this is why Mom's Key is the best. Alright, I think our tier rate... No, it can still go up, I think. I think we're definitely not capped at -3 delay. Yeah, I think it can still go up. Take the Joker. Although it doesn't really matter. Let's just take it. I guess it does get us one more deal with the Devil, because we can use Unshield. Why didn't that guy explode? Balls! Alright. Stem cells is pretty good. Oh, I forgot that we had that. Oh, God. Alright. Well, I mean, if I don't take, you know, alright, I think that's cat. Okay. Oh, God. These are so good. I think I take this because it's another tier to lay down. Oh my God. Unlock the catacombs. Did anybody ask for some soy milk? This is like if soy milk actually, like, just increased your tiers. So tap shooting does lose DPS, but it keeps accuracy. So basically, if I ever am tap shooting instead of just, you know, pulse firing, it's because I just need to, like, finish a guy off or they're moving or whatever. Alright. This is the only downside to the perfume, is that it gives the fear shot. Yeah, the fact that it's a fear shot is a downside. It's crazy, I know. So, do I wish I kept Book of Belial? Eh. Maybe? I don't care. Whatever. So, yeah, the best way to kill enemies, obviously, would just be, you know, full bore, just shooting, right? I forgot what wave it was, and now I'm upset. That's the fastest way to kill an enemy. But, pulse firing is the best way to deal with enemies that are going to be moving at all, pretty much. God damn it, I keep forgetting what enemies there are. Alright, poor Pin. Ah! You asshole. Okay. Damn it! I do not like the blow. Who does actually? Who actually likes the blow? Alright, I didn't see that there was 4 sides. I thought it was 3. And now I'm upset. I've lost way more health than I rightly should have this run. Or this fight, I guess. Please. Come on. Alright, there we go. Cleaned it up. Got Judas' Shadow. Book of Revelations. A little bit late. Let's take it though, because there's no more chance for Midas Touch, and it does get us our health back, which I kind of need at this point. That's pretty good. That feels good. This is actually faster than Soy Milk, I'm pretty sure. Alright, a fire. I'm sure I actually can't help but shoot double shots occasionally. If I'm like tap shooting. That's how high my T rate is. Like, that's actually crazy. Damn it! God damn it! All the only things that are just getting me every run now are just the actual random, like, radial shots. Like, predictable shit? Nah, not even a little bit. Unless you're, you know, an angel statue. In which case, yeah, I fucked up. But it's just all the random shit. Ooh, but Isaac's game without randomness. Shut up, I know. Doesn't make me less upset. That's actually something that I've always found kind of funny, is that when somebody's upset about something and then somebody else is just like, yeah, but this, it's like, okay, I'm still upset. Didn't do anything. In fact, it may have made me more upset. Like, if you're upset about something, right? And then somebody is like, yeah, but why would you be upset? Because, and then, like, you know, insert thing here. And it's like, well, fucking, I mean, I know that it's not rational, but it's not gonna stop me. Although, in fairness, I personally don't fall into the trap of, you know, getting upset over dumb stuff very often. I have before. I'm not going to say that I'm immune to it entirely, but I do try to take a step back in almost every situation and then use my head instead of emotion. And you know what? I'm proud of myself for it. Not a lot of people do that. Especially not nowadays. Nowadays with our outrage culture and whatever. What do we got? We've picked up the paw. I don't believe we've picked up anything else. But I will take the collar, because this gives us a chance. I'm saying there's a chance. Oh yeah, I mean, I have keys. Sure. 1 key for 1/6 of a Book of Revelation charge? It's not incredible, but, you know, it's not bad. Oh yeah, that was, speaking of Book of Revelations being 6-rune charge, that's actually something that I find very interesting. Humans, just in general, we're like conditioned, right, to see numbers of things quickly. You know, like we can see, oh, that's 1 thing, or oh, that's 2 things. And we're pretty good at that until, I think 5 is the first number that people start having trouble with. So if you look, if you look at Book of Revelation's charge, or D6's charge, right, well, first of all, if you look at Book of Belial's charge, you look at it, right, and then you're like, oh, that's 3, right? You can tell. You just know it's 3. It's not that it's, you know, oh, I know that Book of Belial has a 3-room charge. You see the 3 bars and you can identify it as 3 within, like, you know, a very, very short time span. But when you get up to D6 or Book of Revelations, the best way that you can actually identify it quickly as 6, without just being like, oh, I know it's 6, so blah, is splitting it up into 2 chunks, right? 2 chunks of 3. You can tell when you try to divide it in half in your head, you can tell that it does split evenly in half, and then you look at each half, and you know you get your 3 and 3. But what's really interesting is that when I first started playing Rebirth, I thought Book of Revelations was a 7-room charge, and D6 was a 6-room charge, as usual. Why? I don't know, because it's really hard to count small things, you know. It's hard to count those bars, like actually count them, right? Without doing the method that I mentioned. And I tried just individually counting the bars, and I just came up with 7, like, every time. Which is weird, but it's not unbelievable because, you know, when you're just tracking things with your eyes and you're trying to count them, right? If you just see, you know, the bar, and then you're like 1, 2, 3, and then you get lost as you hit the 3rd one, potentially. Sure, let's take this. You get lost as you hit the 3rd one, and then you just kind of spitball, you guesstimate where you were at, right? And then you'd end up recounting the same one twice. Obviously that's not how everybody's going to be, but that is what happened to me. But yeah, I just find it very interesting that, you know, humans are conditioned to be able to identify small numbers, and pretty much stops at 5. 5 is actually... Alright, I'm so mad about that. That's the bug that if anything gets changed in Afterbirth, like if nothing else gets changed in Afterbirth, I want that to be changed, right? That's the one change that I fucking want. Is make the twins not have their bullets start at you at the beginning of the fucking room. Jesus. But yeah, I've personally been trying to condition myself to actually be able to, like, identify 5. And a lot of times people can just, like, quickly identify 5 anyway, not quite as well as they would identify 4. I am so fucking mad about this shit. These enemies are just getting me in such bullshit ways. It's so fucking frustrating. A lot of people can identify 5, not quite as adequately as they can identify 4, but still very quickly, just because it's like, oh, that's, you know, it's bigger than 4, right? Like, they can see that it's not 4, and it's bigger than it, and it's like, oh, it's probably 5. Or they just know it's 5. Oh my god, what are these rooms? Okay. I'm just gonna stop talking about the human psyche and dumb shit that I have no right talking about, and just focus on not dying in Sheol on one of the most powerful runs I've had in a long fucking time. What are you doing? Normally they're supposed to just charge back and forth. I guess I haven't watched them enough. Okay, alright. How do I... Yeah, that works. Okay. Alright. Please. Oh, thank you. Better than a bomb. What the fuck? Alright, they both just had, like, the exact same amount of health, which is bizarre. Alright, we're fine. Alright. Made it through. I'm not I'm can't. Judas is done. Alright, so we cleaned up with Judas right there. Yeah, we did 3 things. That's pretty sweet. What are our stats at? 64 items over 3 runs. That's actually a lot. I'm happy with that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Hardcore. If you did enjoy it, of course, leave a like. It helps me out a great deal. Subscribe if you haven't already. There will be 3 more Hardcore runs this weekend. And then we're back to breaking on Monday, as always. So, look forward to that, and I will see you guys in the next one.